Welcome back to day 2 of the Gratefulness Challenge. I don't know about you, but I'm fired up. There's something about knowing that you get to look forward to something or the next step. And remember that the person that starts this challenge will not be the same person that ends the challenge. Think about that. On day 1 or before day 1, you were person X. And then you began to work on yourself, your mental state of mind, your gratefulness, your gratitude, your heart. And that will always have the best, what we call ROI, return on investment. So welcome to day 2. What did you notice yesterday? Seriously. Wasn't it great? I thought it was great. I mean, I just kind of walked around. I was just more aware of things around me. So most days of the week, I ruck. I put a backpack on, I carry 40 pounds, and I go. My base is a minimum of a mile a day. And then you just never know. Like, depending on the time, depending on what I've allotted, depending on what's going on in the world. So I decided to do it in a different area of town than I normally do. So I drove to a local park. I hiked amongst the trees. I paid attention. I heard the birds chirp. I ran across one other person walking with their dog, and I noticed the color of the dog, right? So the brown curly hair, the panting, the almost smile on that dog's face, that they were just grateful to be alive and grateful to be there, and greeted me with the utmost passion and excitement for life. So what did you notice yesterday? Go ahead. Come on, comment below. Because everything that's easy to do is also easy not to do. I believe that life should not be a passive experience. So you can come here, you can scroll by, or you can sit and you can take your time and you can join in and you can say, you know what, I'm all in on this challenge. A few minutes each day to fill my heart and soul and my mind with amazing things around me. At the same time, me, us, the community that I'll talk about when I share the mission, can help other people find what we're doing. How? By liking, by commenting, and by sharing the challenge. It costs you nothing to ultimately make the world a healthier and happier place. Remember, each time you stop by Dane Boyle Coaching, anytime you join our community, anytime we do coaching together, anytime there's a course, anytime there's anything we put out into the world, we want to shroud it in positivity, community, and ultimately live a happier, healthier, more prosperous life. And when you do all of that, we believe to the bottom of our hearts that happiness will be eliminated. All right. So, what are we going to do today? Remember, yesterday was about noticing and being thankful for the things around you. Your meal, your health, your home. Just a few things. But what if we take it a step farther? Not just putting it into our heads. Maybe you did say, I am thankful for, maybe you said it out loud. Maybe you just did it internally, right? But what if you get a notebook, any notebook? I don't care. I can open my drawer right here. I know I'm not on the screen. And I can find an old notebook. I just dropped my headphones on the ground, right? And it's been written in and there's notes, but I can go to the back and I can find some empty pages and I can start to write down. Maybe I'll go on Amazon and order a journal. But don't wait for the journal. Start today. Go in my other drawer. Grab a piece of paper. I don't have my stapler here. It's that simple. It's the same way when we talk about starting to ruck. So walking with a backpack. I'm like, you don't have to buy anything. Go in the closet. Go in the garage. Find an old backpack. It could be Dora the Explorer. It could be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't care. Put a weight dumbbell in it. Get a 5-pound bag of sugar. Flour. I don't care. Put it on your back and go for a ruck. It's that simple. We want to eliminate every barrier in everything that we do to make it easier. I think we overthink most of what we try to do and be and have. And that's the unsexy truth. Oh my gosh, you have to have the perfect pair of shoes. You have to have the perfect shirt, the perfect hat, the perfect sunscreen. No, you should wear sunscreen for sure. But you can wear protective stuff, right? I've got a hood. I could put it around and put it up if I wanted to, right? It's why I wear these shirts, because I spend a lot of time out in the sun And I've been on Earth a while, and too many of my friends are getting things cut off their face and things like that from not being covered up in the sun. But we make it harder than it has to be. Imperfect action is action. I had this very conversation with one of my under 18 clients yesterday. As he's moving on, he's about to graduate, and it's like, look, don't be afraid to fail, whatever that is, meaning don't be perfect. But don't have analysis paralysis where you think you cannot do things. Try. The world is for triers. Write things down. There's a connection and a cognition connection between writing, even more so, I don't know where my phone is, even more so, I know, in my back pocket, than putting into my iPhone notes. I looked the other day, I got like 2,100 notes, whatever those are, probably from leftover grocery lists to tons of time on an airplane to writing, dreaming, and thinking. Writing things down, taking them from a thought to an action. It gives you time to reflect. If you write it down in your journal, and you go back tomorrow, and you look like, oh man, I remember that. I remember this. Then what if you go back a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, and you can remember exactly where you were on the day that you wrote it down? So one of the things we do in the Trailblazer community is each day, at the end of the night, there's a post and it says, share a yay for the day. And I always challenge the Trailblazers to keep that yay in their journal, at least that one thing. And they go back at the end of the week, the end of the month, the end of the quarter, and the end of the year, and look at all the amazing things. And if you just write one thing down, you'll have 365 things that you're grateful for in that smile file, which I mentioned yesterday, right? Writing them down reinforces them in your mind, right? Your brain is going to take in the content you consume. It doesn't know the difference between positive, negative, so feed it with the good. Be your own gumball machine. Remember gumball machines? And feed it with the positivity. So I'm grateful for the fact that I am getting ready to do some things, and I already put my water bottle in my truck. So we always keep some, I know, the more I'm on the beaches, the less I really like plastic, but that's a whole nother conversation. But I did have water. I just grabbed it because I knew I wanted to shoot the video. I knew I was fired up about sharing yesterday and hearing the dogs bark and getting to pet the dog and walking amongst the trees, climbing on the rocks, then going back through a neighborhood and watching kids get home from school and ride their bikes, or an older kid shooting baskets, and noticing all of it. All of it. What did you notice? Are you willing to ultimately take action? One of the things, I guess it was probably it might have been during the pandemic. We did a challenge, and one of the things that one of the women that decided to do it, she goes, you know what I know about coaching or listening to you is that you're going to challenge us to take action. Imperfect action is still action. So remember that. Get the journal. I don't care if it's new. I don't care if it's old. I don't care if it's leather bound. I don't care. Don't let that stop you. Now, just like yesterday, when your challenge was to be a noticer of 10 things, now take those 10 things, write them down in your journal, and share at least one in the comments below. I personally will comment on your comment because our goal is our mission, right, with positivity, community, health, limiting unhappiness, right, is to build a relationship near and far. Near and far. Look, none of it takes long. Seriously. Oh, I don't have the time. You will make time for what's important. But are you willing to invest in your mental health, your mental fitness for the brain, fitness for the heart, 5 to 10 minutes? You don't have to wait till the end of the day to write them down. If you have your journal on your desk or in your car and you see something and you're thankful and you're grateful, write it down. You could take and do a audio note on your Android or your iPhone or Samsung or whatever it is, and then transfer it into your journal. So look, it's not a rhetorical question. We can quantify your action. It is yes or it is no. That's it. You did it or you did it. So today, are you willing to take yourself as a noticer one step farther and write it down. Write your 10 things down. Again, if you see more than 10 things, crush it. If you feel more than 10 things in your heart, crush it. If you're struggling to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things, comment. And I will be there to support you. All right? It really is that simple. Are you willing to be grateful? You could be one of the things you'll be grateful for is you already own a journal, or you have a magic pen, or you have a magic marker, or you have magic crayons, or you have magic Sharpies, whatever it is that fills your soul. Right? All right. Every day, we're just going to progress. Hey, and I should have said it to a couple things at the beginning. If you missed day 1, go back and watch day 1. If you haven't clicked subscribe, please click subscribe. If you haven't shared the videos or the opportunity to be in the gratitude challenge, hit share and send it to a loved one. Because in order to eliminate unhappiness, we need to ignite life and spark that healthy revolution. All right? So tomorrow, we're going to practice saying thank you. Thank you. If somebody makes you a meal, say thank you. Somebody brings you a meal, say thank you. Somebody brings you a drink, say thank you. Somebody helps you out, say thank you. See how that will change the world. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Go be amazing. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to comment. Get that journal. And at the end of the day, make sure you tell those you love them, and never, ever, ever assume they know. Each and every day, I'm going to challenge you to send at least one text to somebody and let them know you're thinking of them and expect absolutely nothing in return. Oh, I didn't tell you. I am thankful for you. I'm grateful for you. Go be amazing.